Okay, so in this unit, we have been talking about sustainability. Sustainability is keeping things at the same level that they have always been at. So, for example, if you are cutting down a forest and you cut down 10 trees to be sustainable, you would replant 10 trees to take that place of the ones you cut down. Okay, sustainable is using the things that we have and reusing them so we don't have to make waste or use up more resources than we have available. The biggest thing on our planet that we have to sustain and make sure that we are keeping at the present level is water. Okay, so from some of the previous activities that you've done, you may have noticed that although our planet is mainly water, we only have 1% of the water on the planet that is fresh water that we can use for drinking and using in all the other things that we need, like agriculture, industry, everything else like that, personal use. So we need to be looking at ways that we can sustain that water so we're not polluting it and making it unusable for not only our generation, but for future generations. So what we're going to start looking at here is how industry started to make advances and started looking into how they can sustain their use of water, because they know that if the water runs out, their business goes out of business. Because if they don't have the water they need to do the things that they need to do, how are they going to make that work? So one company that wanted to look into our usage of water was Levi Strauss. Okay, Levi Strauss makes Levi jeans. And they started to realize that they needed to start investing in ways to save water and conserve water, because if they run out, there's not going to be enough to continue with their company of making jeans. So it says since the 1990s, Levi has tried to get the outsourced global factories that make its jeans to treat their wastewater in order to reduce pollution. So this means in the process of making the jeans, they might have water that is wastewater. It might have chemicals in it, might have like cleaning solutions in it, whatever they're putting into it. They want them to clean that so then they can reuse it, and so that it is not, polluting the water that they have available. Okay. Then in 2009, they released a painstaking life cycle analysis of the water involved in a single product, a pair of men's 501 medium stone wash jeans. So Levi wanted to track water use during the life of a pair of blue jeans. Levi, which now only designs and markets jeans, outsourced all the sewing. Discovered that the single pair of blue jeans required an astonishing 919 gallons. So 919 gallons of water during its lifetime for one pair of jeans. Okay, so now let's break down that 919 gallons. What does that mean? So Levi attributed 450 gallons of water, which is 49% of that total, to growing the 2.2 pounds of cotton the jeans required. Okay, so jeans are made out of cotton. They need 2.2 pounds of cotton to make one pair of jeans. And to grow that cotton, it uses 450 gallons of water. It's a crazy amount. Okay, and then it says it charged 416 gallons or 45% of water to our washing the jeans once we bought them, leaving just 53 gallons or 6% for which Levi itself was directly responsible. So they found that in the process, it took 450 gallons of water to grow the cotton to make the jeans. It took them 53 gallons to produce the jeans in their factory. And then once they were produced in the factory and sold to a person, they would use 416 gallons of water to wash the jeans. But this was only for 2 years, because it says in a moment of humility, Levi assumed the jeans would only last 2 years, 104 washes. So that would be like washing your jeans once a week. So washing your jeans once a week would mean using 416 gallons of water. Okay, and I know some of you are thinking, like, I don't wash my jeans that often. But also think you probably have pairs of jeans that you've had for more than 2 years. Well, maybe not you, but older people like me who aren't still growing can still wear the same pair of jeans for more than 2 years. So using these amounts of water only for 2 years, they're not considering people who keep their jeans longer than that. And what about if people wash them more than once a week? So that number could even be greater. So what they found from this is that the biggest area where they can make a cutback, because they really couldn't cut down the amount of water needed to grow the cotton, because cotton needs vast amounts of water to grow, they found that they needed to encourage people to use more water efficient washing machines at home. And it says one of the company's greatest water saving insights from this project is that the jeans would use a lot less water if we, the wearers, would replace our top loading washing machines with more water efficient front loading ones. Okay, so this was back in 2009 when they did this study. And that's when they started to first make the more water efficient washing machines that had sensors inside of them that would tell you exactly where to fill up the washing machine to use the right amount of water. Instead of filling the whole entire tub for half a load, it would only fill it halfway for half a load and things like that. But now, 2020, we have washing machines that are top loading that are just as efficient, or actually a little bit more efficient than the front loading ones. So they got it kind of down to a science where they're using the exact right amount of water to wash those clothes. So that's what we're looking into here, and that's what they're recommending. So again, it goes back to what we talked about the other day. What things can you do at home to be sustainable? Well, one of them is making sure that you have a washing machine that is water efficient, and making sure that if you don't, then you are at least filling the entire tub with clothes before you run a load instead of wasting water in there. Okay.